Hey, thank you so much, Sudhir sir. Thank you for joining this conversation, the talk show Extreme Gratitude. And I'm really, really grateful. Sir, why? I mean, couple of things. So one thing is that I feel that really I have attracted you for this talk show because we have discussed over chat that like मैंने दृश्यम 2 इतनी बार देखा है ना I don't know how मैं कितना बड़ा fan हूँ so वो movie का and that's how I reached out to you and one thing sir I want to appreciate you first of all कि आपकी वेबसाइट पे आपका नंबर है आई कॉल यू एंड आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह से मेरे साथ फर्स्ट टाइम बात की कि यस वी कैन हैव दिस कॉन्वर्जेशन एंड ऑल सो that was really touching, so thank you so much for being available and talking to me on the first day and giving me that okay, we can do this, so thank you for that.
Thank you for reaching out, and I'm really sorry this has dragged on for so long. So
नहीं.
we were supposed to do this in, I think, in March or April, I guess.
हाँ, yeah, I,
So
I reached out to you in March, yeah, yeah.
right after Drishyam release or something of that sort.
Correct,
But
correct.
I remember telling you that let's do it when I'm getting on to my next project. At least I'll have something to say.
नो राइट बट मेरा सर ये टॉक शो का मैंने फॉर्मेट ऐसा ही रखा है कि लाइक काफ़ी लोग मुझे ऐसा बोलते हैं स्पेशली लाइक सेलिब्रिटी एंड ऑल कि भाई हाँ मेरा नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट आए तो मेरे पास कुछ बोलने लायक है, बट फॉर मी आई थिंक इट्स
Correct.
नॉट नेसेसरी कि हाँ कुछ प्रोजेक्ट हो कुछ किया हो तभी हम बात कर सकते हैं. आई लाइक टू नो अबाउट यू एज अ पर्सन rather than work because everybody know कि कौन क्या कर रहा है, right? It is easily available.
Yeah, I totally understand. But the thing is, when someone calls a cinematographer for an interview, we kind of naturally think that no, okay, they're gonna ask what you're doing next, what did you do last, what was your first, no, that sort of a scenario.
Yes,
So ठीक है यार बाद में करते हैं, like let's schedule it for some other time. And
yes, yes, yes.
but I'm glad that we are catching up now.
Yes, sir. Same here, same here. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. So
Thank you.
let's start with so I mean it is very not at all related to films, but like few things that you are grateful for, sir, in general in life.
Yeah, there are so many things actually, but I think I'm grateful for my parents
Mm-hmm.
from very humble backgrounds.
Okay.
My dad was my grandfather was a farmer.
Uh-huh.
My dad was a farmer. You know,
Okay.
uh, for that sort of a background to support my career choice,
Mm-hmm.
so really, I'm sure it must have been really tough on them because my
Mm-hmm.
career requires me to be away from home.
Mm-hmm.
So letting go of your favorite child, to pursue his or her career.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand now having a child that no, it must have been really hard on them.
Right.
So I think I owe them big time, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful to have had parents
Mm-hmm.
like them.
Yes.
Secondly, I think it was my guru, uh, the person I assisted, Mr. Ashok Mehta.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was the kindest soul I have met in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. He happened to be a close friend of one of my father's friends.
अच्छा.
And like when I remember after Film Institute, when I approached him to assist,
Mm-hmm.
he had no room in his team.
Mm-hmm.
So, when he saw that I was insisting, and he was kind enough to give me a foothold as
Mm-hmm.
one of his light, you
Right.
know.
Right.
But it wasn't something that a person, like usually a person passing out of a film institute would want to get into those assistant, first assistant, second assistant, or that sort of a category.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, uh, uh, learning from him was very important.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He told me that I can take you in this category, like for a light boy, you come in, you learn, but you're from an institute. No, I don't feel right, putting you. So
Mm.
you learn and then you start looking for work, with some other DOP and all that. So I remember एक साल के बाद ही बोले चलो सुधीर, come on, you need to move out and so either go independent and or you assist someone else now.
Mm, 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 mm.
So I kept insisting, and no, he was kind enough to like let me stay as a light boy. I was happy learning from him. Like it was more like even if I had the opportunity to sweep the floors of the studio where he was working, I wouldn't have mind. after knowing him for so long.
Right.
So that was him.
Right. Right.
And uh, thirdly, I think it's my family basically.
Mm-hmm.
I have a mm, I have a 12-year-old son
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and my wife, and she's more like a backbone.
Mm.
My work involves that I'm no traveling or shooting or no being away from home. So she has pretty much no single-handedly raised the kid up.
Right.
The boy is he's more like my youngest friend I have,
Right.
and he's my biggest critic. मतलब बहुत बुराई करता है यार मेरे काम की.
Yeah.
That your work has no pizzazz. You're always shooting rom-coms. You're
Correct.
so
Correct.
he kind of shows me the mirror, you
Right.
know. He
Right.
says you should shoot something like a Pushpa or a KGF, no stuff like that. So yeah, I think these are the three things that I'm blessed with, and I'm grateful that I have them.
Okay, okay, okay. And if you want to describe yourself, like जैसे कहीं पे हम एप्लीकेशन करते हैं, किसी इंटरव्यू में जाते हैं तो नहीं पूछते कि आप कौन हो, सो लाइक हु इज मिस्टर सुधीर चौधरी, इफ यू हैव टू डिस्क्राइब योरसेल्फ, आप कुछ भी बोल सकते हो लाइक इन दिस क्वेश्चन.
For a job interview, I'll just say Sudhir Chaudhary is a cinematographer. Well done, just that and that. But if you want to know Sudhir Chaudhary as a person, I think Sudhir Chaudhary as a person is a very silent, shy, emotional, and a caring person.
Mm-hmm.
And I am someone who really enjoys solitude.
Mm-hmm.
And this can be perceived differently by different people, I think. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I am blessed with a lot of patience,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very comfortable with this sort of a attitude.
Okay, okay.
I
Right.
prefer peace over negativity, and just being in company of people just for the sake of it. I don't enjoy it. Yeah, I don't feel myself.
राइट राइट,
So that's
वो आप हमारी बातों से और इनफैक्ट आपके इंस्टाग्राम पोस्ट में जो अभी आपने जब पिक्स डाले हैं वो देख के भी लगा कि यू हैव सम डिफरेंट आइडिया, लाइक यू आर सम डिफरेंट पर्सन, यू आर
uh,
वेरी डीप इन योर थॉट प्रोसेस, वो भी मुझे लगा. बट विल कम टू दैट सर.
but I
बट
think I get this from my father. My father was very much like this.
अच्छा.
He was very though he was a social servant.
हम्म.
Sorry, he had so many people visiting him,
ओके.
but that was him reaching out to people for helping them out and all that.
हम्म. हम्म.
When it came to his personal life, I think he was a person who preferred solitude, who didn't like getting into unnecessary quarrels or something. He would just back off, let go. So
हम्म.
I think I imbibe those qualities, or you can call them traits. I don't know.
हम्म.
Like something of that sort.
राइट राइट. सर मैंने आपकी वेबसाइट पे एक चीज पढ़ी थी जो मैं आपको इधर सुन के बताऊंगा कि आपने ऐसा लिखा है ऑन योर अबाउट अस पेज कि
Hmm.
एवरी वंस इन अ वाइल लाइफ गिव्स यू द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू मेक योर ड्रीम्स कम ट्रू.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have been fortunate to have filmed with so many stories for the many directors who trusted me with their passion, their vision, their dream. It gives me
Hmm.
happiness that I have played my little part in making their dreams come true. तो मतलब वो मैंने दो तीन बार पढ़ा, वो पढ़ के मुझे ऐसा लगा कि लाइक ऑफ कोर्स यू आर राइट, नॉट ऑल गेट चांस टू कि जिनका ड्रीम होता है वो एग्जीक्यूट कर पाए. बट
Hmm.
आपका ये स्टेटमेंट मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि लाइक यू आर हेल्पिंग दोज डायरेक्टर्स और फिल्म मेकर्स कि जो उनका ड्रीम है वो साकार करने में आप अपना कुछ रोल प्ले कर रहे हो, एंड दैट इज योर ड्रीम, इज इट?
No, I think it sounds very dramatic when you now, now I'm thinking like, okay, does it sound like that? But actually, it's my genuine effort to basically thank those people. Like Bombay is a city of dreams.
राइट.
People come here with their plans and hopes and desires,
राइट.
and matlab, a person spends like nearly a year, 9 months, 10 months, sometimes even more, to reach to the 120, 140 pages of a document which they call a script. And they safeguard it. Nobody should take their idea, they register it, and they're very hesitant to share it with anybody or everybody. Only because how things are.
Right.
Ideas get off sometimes.
Hmm.
So when somebody's taking care of their script like a child,
Hmm.
born,
Hmm.
and somebody comes to me,
Hmm.
to give visuals to their film. So I think I need to treat the subject and the script with equal care and love and affection.
Hmm.
And I think I have been able to do that.
Hmm.
And I thank them that they came to me.
Right.
And uh, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
now people come to me again. So it's kind of a approval that yes, things were handled carefully, and they were happy with what I did to their films.
Correct. Correct.
Just that I'm basically thinking that they let me take care of their infant, their child,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
their spirit.
Right.
Because a film is basically a director's medium. They say it's
Hmm.
his baby.
Right.
We are just looking at visuals.
Correct.
We are just showing it to the world. We are his eyes. They say.
Right.
So
Right.
that's that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
So
now
it's
coming
more like,
to
yeah, it's more like me thanking them, and it's my gratitude that, yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Sir, coming to films now, and how could I forget that, so many congratulations on recent award that you got for the movie
Yeah,
Blurr. So,
yeah,
congrats.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank
yes,
you so much.
nice movie, and I have seen it. Uh, उसके बारे में भी मैं आता हूँ. But
हाँ,
in your opinion, like in your point of view,
हाँ.
what are some reasons that you got this award? आपके नजरिए से आपको क्या लगता है कि उन लोगों ने क्या देखा होगा कि जिसकी वजह से ये अवार्ड ये फिल्म को मिला है स्पेशली?
See, Blur was basically a remake. It was a
या.
remake of a Spanish film,
हम्म.
Julia Heights, okay?
हम्म.
And when Ajay Behel, like I worked with Ajay Behel before,
हम्म.
I shot Section 375 with him
या.
before.
हम्म.
Blur.
हम्म. हम्म.
When he approached me with the script and the idea,
हम्म.
he asked me not to see the film.
He asked
So
you
when I
not to see the film,
not to see the film.
right? Mm-hmm.
So I asked him like, why do you not want me to see the film? Like, because no, he felt that it was too bright and glossy, and whereas he wanted the visuals to uh, have something more to it.
Mm-hmm.
We read the script, we discussed the film, and we came to a conclusion that the visuals on that film need to
Mm-hmm.
make the audience feel equally blind like the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Like how the protagonist is struggling in the darkness, even my audience should feel that
Mm-hmm.
uh, challenge. So
Okay.
sometimes it's very tricky. Like we said, okay, let's do one thing. Let's try to shoot the film in a way that as if it's just shot in that अंधेरे का जो ambience होता है ना,
Mm-hmm.
अंधेरे कमरे में घुसते तो कैसा आपको फील होता है.
Right.
Let's try to have that feel. So it was very tricky for me because एक धागे भर का फर्क होता है कि एक फिल्म में हल्का सा कुछ दिख रहा है और पूरा ब्लैक हो गया है.
Mm-hmm.
That can be really tricky, and it can be that the film is screened in the theater and you don't see anything at all.
Right. Right.
But Ajay trusted me with this
Mm-hmm.
and started shooting it that way. And I'm telling you, when people started seeing the visual,
Mm-hmm.
uh, mm, we were pretty much exposing on the edge of the capabilities of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like आधा stop, एक stop भी अगर हम लोग down जाते तो like we would have been completely black.
Right. Right.
Uh, the look was mostly keeping it very low contrast and underexposed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we agreed to that. We did a few tests, and we took some safety measures as well. Like we created a camera LUT, जिसको बोलते हैं, like
Right.
how the camera is showing you,
Right.
जो आपने शूट कर रहा है, camera is showing you ग्रे को ग्रे दिखा रहा है.
Mm.
So we cheated the camera with the LUT so that
Right.
it shows gray को a little darker on my monitors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's recording it as gray.
Correct, correct. Yes, I know. Yeah, I
You
know.
know, so
Hmm.
even later in post, if I have to just एक 10 पैसा 20 पैसा थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे करना होगा, तो I can always manage that.
Right.
But
Right.
I strictly told Ajay that okay, the kind of look we are going ahead with, there is no changing it in post. All of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, somebody comes to me and then says that nahi, we need it brighter.
Hmm.
Nothing can be done to it. It's gonna be just grains and no whitish black, muddy blacks, and no, it's gonna be a very ruined kind of a image. So I
Right.
need that props from you.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
okay, he also got kind of worried that okay, let's do some tests. So we did some tests,
Mm-hmm.
and we went ahead with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think reason why the results were outstanding, and I'm telling you, whoever saw the footage,
Mm.
they were seeing how the darkness was making them feel.
Right.
Because even though it was dark, they were able to see the एंड में जो वॉल है उसमें डिटेल्स दिख रही है, you know. They
Mm-hmm.
were, we restricted our color palette to a nearly monotone kind of a palette. So
Okay.
that was happening.
Right.
And yeah, when people saw it, they said they liked the way the film made them feel and how gutsy
Mm.
our approach was.
Correct.
And the reason I think we won the Cinematography Art Award was because of the way the film makes you feel rather than the way
Mm.
the film looks.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you
Right.
feel that fear.
Correct.
You
Correct.
close your eyes, but
Yeah. Yeah.
no. So I think that's the reason we got the award.
राइट राइट नहीं बहुत ही अच्छी है फिल्म सर स्पेशली वन शॉट पर्टिकुलर दैट आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर इज व्हेन गौतमी या जो उसकी बहन है राइट एंड देन शी वाज स्लीपिंग ऑन द बेड उसको एक ड्रीम आता है जहाँ पे उसकी
Hmm.
सिस्टर उसके ऊपर आई मीन शी वैसे
Yeah,
चढ़ती है एंड देन आई थिंक
yeah,
हाउ यू शिफ्ट द कैमरा फिर वो उसका
yeah,
हस्बैंड भी आ जाता है एंड देन लाइक एक
yeah,
लिटरली हॉरर
yeah,
सीन ऐसा हो जाता है
yeah,
सो
yeah, yeah, yeah.
दैट वाज आई डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड कि कैसे आपने कैमरा घुमाया होगा एंड व्हाट ऑल डिड यू डिड बट दैट वाज
Just
समथिंग या या या
the edit basically.
यस यस यस
Yeah,
बढ़िया आई मीन जैसे मूवी काफी डार्क कलर में है बट ऐसा नहीं हुआ जहाँ कहीं पे भी कि वी लॉस्ट सम विजुअल कि हाँ यार यहाँ पे कुछ
yeah.
दिख
You can see everything.
राइट
You can
राइट 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 राइट
only where we didn't want that
हम्म
ये दिखना नहीं चला. The guy is standing in the corner. Only his flash when it no kind of strikes, you can see the
हम्म
flash, but you
हम्म
can't. So those are deliberate that he needs to be completely dark. So we were just constantly struggling with exposures. Okay, cut that small light over there, and we shot that film in a very small lighting package. Like we were basically shooting with the China balls and small tube lights.
हम्म
Most of the lights which we used,
राइट
like the sky panels and the LED things, those are outside the windows.
ओके
Trying to either lightning strikes or
हम्म
no.
हम्म
So we were shooting in Nainital, in these small cottages. There
राइट
was no space to take the lights behind or have no lightning shutters on them. क्योंकि नीचे फिर खाई था.
अच्छा
So they
ओके
had to really go to the windows and no just bounce. One is direct, one is bounce, and
हम्म
you have them, some light boy sitting there and pressing the trigger to just give us those lightning strikes and stuff.
राइट राइट एंड दैट मूवी एक्चुअली मेक्स मी फील दैट कि सर हम लोग लाइक इन हॉलीवुड वी हैव क्लासिक एनाबेल एंड कॉन्जरिंग सीरीज राइट एज अ हॉरर
Yeah, 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 yeah.
we can have similar kind of cinema in Bollywood as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
I think yeah. Okay, okay, sir. Okay, now coming to Drishyam 2, my favorite. So, yes, sir. I mean, this is open now. You tell us whatever you want to share about the shoot, about the set. Because I read on online somewhere on I think Times Magazine there was your interview where you mentioned that
Yeah,
you were literally discussing about the cushion colors, right? That वो क्या होना चाहिए कैसे होना चाहिए with the director
yeah,
Mr. Abhishek Pathak.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, please please.
Basically, that film, Drishyam 2 was a very planned film.
Okay.
Like I came about that film quite early. We started shoot in around January.
Mm-hmm.
and I was on board around July. So
Okay.
August, September, October, November, and December. 5 months of prep we got.
Acha.
So
Okay.
by October, I knew each and every location and which axis we were shooting and how many shots we were taking. So it
Mm-hmm.
was all decided. Like when we went on a recce,
Mm-hmm.
hats off to Abhishek. He had planned every. Okay, I just need this. Like
Mm-hmm.
usually on an outdoor shoot, when we are shooting outside Bombay,
Mm-hmm.
shooting at two locations in a day
Mm-hmm.
gets really hectic for production. Like shifting the
Yeah.
equipment and this and that.
Correct.
On the two, there were a couple of occasions where we shifted three locations in a day,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and that happened only because we were very planned. We knew exactly what was to happen there. So we knew, okay, यही आने वाला है तो यहाँ से सिर्फ एक ये लाइट मार दो. Not like we went there and then we started, So we were ahead of, ahead of time. Like if I'm shooting here, I had two gaffers on Drishyam too. So one
Acha.
of my gaffer was lighting for the second location, and
Okay.
he was given a plan that, okay, this is what we are shooting. So this is the spot. If he had not visited the location above, I would have
Mm-hmm.
used Google Maps and told him exactly where to place the light and which area, which axis we are seeing.
Mm-hmm.
That was that plan. So
Sir,
three locations.
it was all shot in Mumbai only in like in
No.
Acha.
Drishyam 2 was shot, I think around 16 days was shot in Bombay.
Mm-hmm.
उसके अलावा the rest was shot in Goa and Hyderabad.
In Hyderabad, yeah. मतलब there was scene of course वो जो गोवा के तो दिखते ही थे, so like
Yeah.
yeah, right, right.
Yeah. I remember the first sequence in Drishyam 2.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that was supposed to be a one single shot. You've
Uh,
seen the film, right?
yeah,
So the one
yeah.
from the boat, the cliff,
हाँ,
it was supposed to be
classic, classic. Yeah.
one drone shot which comes from above the sea where you see the boat. Then
Right.
it goes to the and there is this car that comes
हाँ,
and all camera going around,
हाँ.
then him coming here. All
Yeah.
this was supposed to be one single shot.
Okay.
But then somehow we felt that, okay, the character that we are dealing with here is a secondary character.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that much of no stylization. This is what Abhishek also felt.
अच्छा,
And we said, okay, let's do it in cuts.
अच्छा.
And there was a point where the boat was changed to a biker. So one of the guys comes in a bike, the other one is in a car. And then again, we went back to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So for the boat sequence,
Mm-hmm.
um, it was just supposed to be very dark.
Okay.
Abhishek didn't want anything. Like, it should look like it's the moonlight
Mm-hmm.
and that sort of darkness. So
Mm-hmm.
I had just come out of Blur, so I knew exactly where the darkness में कितना उसको खींच सकता हूँ.
Mm-hmm.
We went on board the boat. So boat के पीछे से. So we went onto the sea with three boats.
अच्छा.
So one of the boats was having all the lights, some sky panels, uh,
हाँ.
just in case we need to fill some ambience or something.
Mm-hmm.
And second boat had the character,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Mm-hmm.
and the third boat had the camera. And since the sea was rough,
अच्छा.
we didn't want to see the big cameras. So we
Mm-hmm.
carried an FP with a lens and just a handheld gimbal, and there was a drone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So because of the gimbal, you don't feel the
Shaky.
wave of the boat.
Right.
So the footage is very steady.
Correct.
So that kind of worked for us. And uske baad, the entire sequence we shot with the gimbal only, with that small camera. That whole
Fighting जो
sequence,
scene है. Hmm.
हाँ, initial police starts to chase them and all that.
Right.
Everything is shot with that small
वो मैंने
camera
आपका
only.
I have seen your post आप लेकर
So that was very challenging because
yeah.
that footage had to match the Sony Venice ka footage. Of course,
अच्छा.
this is also Sony camera, Sony FX3, and the sensor sizes are similar. So
Okay.
just a bit of compression which had to be taken care of. So we recorded raw and we worked it out in post.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
because I think digital cameras are very good with darkness.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm. Hmm.
the brightness that kind of, you know,
Yeah,
where their quality kind of comes down if you're having a lot of compression in it.
राइट राइट। बहुत सारे ऐसे सीन है सर जो काफी अच्छी तरीके से मतलब क्लिक किए हुए हैं। आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स द कोर्ट रूम सीन है लास्ट में, प्लस
Correct.
जो विजय का कन्फेशन वाला जो सीन है, and there
Yeah,
are
correct.
so many things, but yeah, as you said, it was everything is planned, so I think आपके लिए भी बहुत ही easy हुआ होगा to execute this thing,
Correct.
right, right.
Correct. Correct. Also,
Mhm.
Drishyam had some great actors.
Of course, yeah.
Ajay, Tabu ma'am, you know, and they have great performers.
Absolutely, yeah, मतलब,
So
yeah,
when you're filming with these people and when you look through the viewfinder,
right,
it gives you a completely different feeling, you know, because your performances are right there, and no, you go, "Arey, ye to kamal ho raha hai," karke, no, when you're on set, no. So it
correct,
was very interesting, very interesting. More
right.
than the more than the shot taking and the stylization, it was, I think it was the performances.
Hmm.
Like even that courtroom scene, and after when Ajay sir walks out of the courtroom and Akshay sir and Ajay sir, kind of cross each other. It
Yeah.
is just that they give each other.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. The look,
And
look that
correct,
they give each other. Yeah.
correct. Or
Hmm.
probably it is probably just that look that they refuse to give each other.
Yeah. To be precise.
Dekha but nahi dekha. You
Yes,
know,
yes,
that's
yes, yes,
it was
yes.
amazing. Like
Amazing,
it was,
amazing.
yeah. And hats off to Abhishek. Abhishek Pathak was like right there.
Right, right.
He had awesome
Eh,
control,
and awesome, sorry.
and he had awesome control
Ah, yeah,
on
yeah.
everything, every aspect actually.
Correct, correct,
Like
correct.
I have never I've never like you mentioned, I have never discussed cushion ka color with
Yeah.
directors. He
Hmm.
was that detailed.
वाह, वाह, वाह। वो वाला सीन भी मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। आई थिंक मुझे लगा कि वो सिंगल शॉट सीन है जहाँ पे अक्षय सर इज कमिंग टू विजय's हाउस, ही इज नॉट देयर, उनकी वाइफ डोर ओपन करती है, ही वाज जस्ट वांटेड टू
Yeah,
थ्रेटन,
yeah,
वो वाला जो
yeah.
सीन है, दैट इज
That's a
वाज,
very good,
या
very
अमेजिंग।
good. That scene, the indoor and outdoor of that scene
हाँ,
was shot differently. Like the indoor is on a set which we put up in Bombay,
ओके।
and the outdoor when he steps down of the stairs, that is in Goa.
ओ,
So that had to be,
वाह, ओके, ओके।
so yeah,
और जिस तरीके से वो कार में बैठ जाता है उनकी, एंड देन इट्स ऑपोजिट, लाइक कार इज गोइंग इन रिवर्स, एंड
correct.
या, दैट इज वेरी पावरफुल सीन।
I think that shot was Abhishek's idea.
ओके।
That reverse, the camera going reverse now, that
हम्म।
was Abhishek's.
राइट, 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 राइट। सही है, सही है। ओके, आई कीप ऑन गोइंग ऑन दिस, बट फिर आप बोर हो जाओगे एनीवे। ओके, अबाउट सर योर करंट प्रोजेक्ट, रेट पे आप काम कर रहे हो, लाइक द सेकंड।
Yeah,
First was of course fantastic, again working with Ajay sir, right? So
yeah.
इसमें कैसा चल रहा है आपका काम?
We just started actually.
Okay,
So we've just shot for around 9 days, I guess.
अच्छा,
Uh, this is my third feature with Ajay sir,
okay,
and I did De De Pyaar De with him, then Drishyam 2, and now it's Raid 2.
हम्म,
And it's always been exciting to work with him since he comes with so much experience and knowledge about filmmaking on a film set.
हम्म,
So get to learn a lot from him.
अच्छा,
Something that he sometimes sorts off in a second. You might be thinking, "Arey, how do I go about it?" And he can just a shift of body position, he can just rectify your issues. So he's that smart, and so I'm mostly in awe of him. Like when Ajay sir is on the shooting floor,
हाँ,
I'm in awe of him.
वाह, वाह, वाह,
Yeah.
वाह। उनका तो वैसे लाइक वो पहचान ही वो इसके लिए जाते हैं कि द वे ही लुक्स, उनकी आईज एंड ऑल्सो दैट इज एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी फॉर लाइक पीपल लाइक यू जो शूट करते हैं, उनके लिए भी काफी काम इजी हो जाता है, जैसे आप बोल रहे हो कि
Yeah,
ये।
yeah, with Ajay sir, तो मतलब, you know what, like if he's in a scene where there are 4 5 people,
हाँ,
uh, इस बात की मतलब it's very much possible that he can correct somebody's continuity. that when I was saying this dialogue, your hand was here. So
अच्छा.
होता है ना, like
अच्छा.
when you're shooting something with different angles, so you
हाँ.
have to match actions on a certain dialogue.
Right, right.
Ajay sir is very much capable of like, you can tell that your hand was here when when I said this dialogue. So you have to. So he's that sharp,
अच्छा, yeah,
and
good.
it is so beautiful to look at him when he's just sitting there and
Of course,
uh,
of course, of course.
totally attentive, totally in the shot. He knows, okay, what shot he's taking, what shot is gonna be next.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
are we overshooting?
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Are we undershooting? He can tell you, take an extra shot from here. This might add. So that way, it's very helpful to have Ajay sir on set.
Right, 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 right. But then, when you come in, it helps him also, right? कि भाई, okay, हाँ, मतलब जैसे आपके साथ आपने 2-3 फिल्मों में काम किया है, so it must be making him also comfortable कि नहीं यार, मतलब ये है तो I'm,
Sure, he's comfortable. I'm
yeah,
sure he's comfortable. ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब मेरे साथ ही इतना comfortable है. But I think it's the kind of person he is. He has
right,
so much knowledge that he can get comfortable and he can make you comfortable very easy. It's
right,
not like मेरे साथ ही comfortable. Uh, it's like that.
right, 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 right. Okay, okay.
Plus,
Uh,
plus Raid 2 is being directed by Rajkumar Gupta,
okay.
and I love his body of work.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
You
hmm, hmm.
Jessica and other stuff. Raid 1.
Right, 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 right.
Mm,
Hmm,
he is also very clear what he wants.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
He's also someone who gives you full liberty.
Right, 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 right.
Like we just started Raid, and like I have a contract that I should not give too much information, so I can't really speak.
Yes, yes.
but uh, but all I can say, we are working on a very fantastic script, and
Of
the
course, of
people of
course. Yes, yes. The one was,
we like.
yeah, yeah. The one was extraordinary, of course. तो ये भी उस लेवल का ही उससे ज्यादा ही होगा. Right, right. So yes, प्लीज मैं जानता हूँ कि आप रेट के बारे में कुछ और नहीं बता पाएंगे, but whatever I mean you can say more about this. और कुछ कब कब रिलीज होने वाली है? Anything that at least you can share?
This gonna release, I think release date, so they've announced already. I think November 15th or something on the
अच्छा. Oh, okay. अच्छा.
first that they showed, yeah.
अच्छा.
November 15th itself, we're gonna be releasing it.
हम्म.
Hopefully, be
हम्म.
able to done it.
Right, right.
But yeah, it has Ajay sir is there. Then you have
I think
one,
Ritesh Deshmukh
one
has joined.
Ritesh Deshmukh, Vani Kapoor,
Right.
Saurabh Shukla ji is there.
अरे वाह. Right, 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 right. Okay. सर प्यार का पंचनामा. So
हाँ,
I think ये मतलब if I see about the genre that you have worked with, like आपने rom com से लेके अभी thriller भी कर लिया, मतलब now you are entering into horror also. So
yeah.
what are your learnings, like आपको कैसा?
Yeah, yeah,
हम्म. Like आपके
yeah.
learnings क्या है? I mean, what are you feeling right now about your skills and all?
Nothing. What am I feeling?
ये कैसा क्वेश्चन हो गया ऐसा?
What do I feel? I mean, see, every cinematographer, like, uh, see, हर कहानी एक जैसी नहीं दिख सकती.
Right,
You
right.
understand? Like,
Yeah.
प्यार का पंचनामा 1 and प्यार का पंचनामा 2, um, they were both rom-coms and continuation of the same film, pretty much, right?
Right.
But even then, they look different.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think every cinematographer has to adopt and modify and tweak the
Hmm.
way he lights, the way he lenses, the
Hmm.
way he moves the camera based on the script.
Hmm.
This is something that you keep learning over the period of time.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
keep uh, trying to polish your craft. So, like a lot of people loved Blur, and I have been awarded for it. But I know there are some nuances that, probably I could have done this better. Probably,
Hmm. Hmm.
no, you might be looking at the whole picture, but I'll be looking at some corner. Oh, यहाँ पे थोड़ा ऐसा हो सकता था. So, some shadow going a little, थोड़ा सा light ऊपर ले सकते थे. You understand? That's how
Right.
sometimes it happens that when I am watching the film and the film is not that great,
Hmm.
my attention is only on the cinematography, so I'm not able to enjoy the film.
Yeah.
And I usually tell my friends that no, when I enjoy the
Hmm.
film is gonna work.
Hmm.
You understand?
Hmm.
Which film was so good that your attention was not going on to the
Hmm.
cinematography and all.
Correct. Correct.
I also feel, of course, the look was decided with the director on Blur, but sometimes I feel that did we overdo it? You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
वो एक self criticism आता है, like, because is it like the attention is going too much on the photography? Tend
Mm-hmm.
to think like that, but then I think a lot of people say no, it's apt, it's right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But it's
Because
good to, yeah, but it's good to, think from this point
it's
of view for
always good to
like,
keep that critical eye on yourself. Uh,
right,
right.
right, right,
And
right.
so
But,
so that is what is going on. Like with every film, I need to improve. I need to probably find new bars and new levels.
right, right. बट
That's that.
मुझे मुझे जॉनर का जो वैरायटी है वो देख के बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि लाइक फ्रॉम रोम कॉम टू थ्रिलर टू एकदम
It was a
सीरियस.
deliberate thing. It was a deliberate thing because I remember I did Pyaar Ka Punchnama, then I did Pyaar Ka Punchnama 2. I did Guest in London. I did Sonu Ki Titu Ki Sweety. I did Jeze Pyar. They're all rom-coms.
राइट.
And I am someone who don't like rom-coms much.
ओके.
But being friends with love,
हम्म.
and I remember my favorite film of loves is Akaashvani,
अच्छा.
something which is close to my heart.
विथ
Because
आयुष्मान खुराना वाज देयर, राइट? हाँ.
no. This was Karthik and Ujda.
कार्तिक, अच्छा, ओके. या.
This came after Pyar Ka Punchnama.
ओके. अच्छा.
So yeah, I had done too much rom-com. So it was a deliberate attempt to like kind of let's try something new.
हम्म.
So I moved on to I think section 375 after Dede Pyar De.
हम्म.
Again, I did a rom-com, but it was not a rom-com which was no just flatly related. It was Ujda Chaman, which was no.
हाँ.
It had a very थोड़ा सा naturalistic kind of a
हम्म.
घर में हम लोग दिल्ली में शूट कर रहे थे. It wasn't like scale, not trying to show scale.
हम्म.
Very realistic genre. So I
हम्म.
got on.
राइट, 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 राइट. सही है, सही है. सर देर लाइक, मतलब वो भी पूछ रहा था कि लाइक सिनेमाटोग्राफी में जब आपको मतलब फिल्म मिलती है, लाइक ऐसा ऑडिशन जैसा होता है कि लाइक हाउ हाउ डज डायरेक्टर सिलेक्ट यू, और लाइक वो क्या होता है प्रोसेस?
I think it's your work which gets you work. At
हम्म.
least I work that.
हम्म.
Uh, I've done rom-coms. I have done a romantic film. I have done a film which is a courtroom drama. I have done a thriller. In
हम्म.
fact, I've done two thrillers, Drishyam
हम्म.
being the one. Now I'm doing another film, Raid.
हम्म.
So I have a uh, good variety of films that I've done.
राइट, बट ऐसा
So
जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल लाइक आपने पहले ही 3 रोम कॉम बैक टू बैक की है ना. इफ आई एम अ डायरेक्टर, आई हैव अ थ्रिलर इन माय माइंड, राइट?
yeah,
बट अगर मैं आपको सिलेक्ट करता हूँ तो देन वो मुझे तो ऐसा होगा ना कि नहीं, आप तो रोम कॉम के लिए, आई मीन ही वुड बी बेटर.
yeah, yeah. Happens. Like I have lost out on a lot of work because of rom-com ka DOP types, that kind of a tag that was, gets stuck on you. But I think somewhere people are mistaken when they think like that. "Arey, ye to rom-com ka hai." It's not like that. A
हम्म.
cinematographer will change his way of shooting as per the script. At
हम्म.
least a good cinematographer will.
हम्म.
There are other cinematographers whose rom-coms and whose thrillers might end up looking on a similar zone. It's not exactly the same, but at least on similar zones.
हाँ.
So उस मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता है. Some people like it. मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता है.
No, but that shows your adaptability also, because like कि आपको आप रोम-कॉम में काफी comfortable हो, but then now you have to think from a thriller point of view, from horror point of view, right? So you have to be
बैंडविड्थ होना चाहिए यार, वो
right,
दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट
correct,
इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
correct, correct, correct.
Like I couldn't have shot Blur like a flat looking film. It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have at least felt the way it felt.
हाँ हाँ, नहीं जरा भी एक भी सीन में सर ऐसा नहीं लगा है कि लाइक आई थिंक आई आई लॉस्ट इट, और कि ये सीन की, ये शॉट की शायद शायद जरूरत नहीं थी, ऐसा कभी भी नहीं लगा. इट वाज लाइक 2 hour 9 minutes आपको, ये मतलब.
Like if you see Blur, even the way we shot, composed it,
हाँ.
most of the time tried to have something in foreground.
हम्म.
Uh, Something going on, like अगर actors वहां पे हैं तो हम लोग ये कमरे के दूसरे दरवाजे से शूट कर रहे हैं, if it's
हाँ
a wide shot.
हाँ हाँ, या,
That was a conscious decision to shoot like that. And we
ओके.
are very close to the actors. The rooms are very small,
हाँ
so we
हाँ,
have to stay very close to the actors.
राइट 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 राइट.
Monitor है यहाँ मेरा camera है, so that was the thing. And like with Ajay, the best thing about Ajay is he doesn't let his shot go. Like if you and me are talking, two cameras are on top of that, and I get up and walk, he expects that, no, do one thing, no, just follow this guy out. I might not be lit up for that area.
ओके ओके.
You understand? But he expects कि follow कर ले, हो सकता है I might get something. So
हम्म
having worked with him on Section 375, I knew that, he likes that sort of. It kind of gives him that very natural way of covering actors
हम्म.
compared to the usual, two shot banaya, OS clean clean.
हम्म
Instead of that, he likes odd angles. कि यहाँ से किया, यहाँ से किया. And then when he's walking, just go along with him.
हम्म हम्म
Get him. क्या
हम्म
मिल सकता है देख. Probability of, uh, getting something more and in a different way.
हम्म.
He does that.
या,
So I knew that. So I was always ready कि okay, थोड़ा सा पीछे रखते हैं लाइट को and थोड़ा ऐसा रखते हैं, so that we can get those extra, ins and outs and, extra shots.
राइट राइट. आपकी बातों से बहुत ऐसा लग रहा है कि सर आपको काफी कुछ सीखने को मिला है, स्पेशली वर्किंग विद अजय सर.
Yeah, Ajay has, I think Ajay has really inspired me.
ओके. अच्छा.
Well, I give him due credit. He has really inspired,
हम्म.
and he doesn't approach it in a very, normal way. He
हम्म
wants to, yes, like the imagery has to have some other, know,
हम्म
it's like some other story to tell.
हम्म.
That's not what I mean.
राइट
It's
राइट.
not मैं कहानी सुना रहा हूँ, तुम बस इसको कवर कर लो.
हाँ हाँ हाँ. मु-
Like that.
मुझे मुझे और एक सीन याद आ गया. इट इज वेरी वेरी सटल इन अ वे कि अजय सर ने एक लुक देते हैं, जहाँ पे उनके पड़ोसी जो है वो, दे आर एक्चुअली अ पुलिसमैन, राइट? तो जब पता
Hmm.
चल जाता है कि नहीं यार आपके पड़ोसी तो वो सीक्रेट पुलिस है, राइट? तो जो
Hmm.
उनका लुक होता है ना कि यार तुमने ऐसा किया, राइट? दैट इज वेरी स्लाइट आई मोमेंट,
Hmm.
एंड
Hmm.
वो जो गले का एक मोमेंट है कि यार तूने किया ऐसा, ओ माय गॉड, दैट लुक्स सो ग्रेट ऑन द स्क्रीन.
Hmm.
सो
Hmm.
बट आई मीन
वो
क्रेडिट.
उसी में है. वो एक्स्ट्रा मोमेंट जो पकड़ते हैं ना, a
हाँ.
lot of times those reactions come on those shots,
यस, वो
which
रिएक्ट.
come out very natural.
राइट राइट राइट. But that credit goes to both of you, of course, the actor and you, to capture that, the perfect, screen. So yeah.
One of my favorite sequence in Blur is
Mm.
where the old man comes to, Gayatri and says, "I have something your sister left with you," and they go to his house to collect
हाँ,
the key.
बहुत ही वो तो हॉरिफिक सीन है, मतलब ऐसा लगा कि ये पीछे से कौन, मतलब आवाज कहाँ से आई. हम्म.
So on that day, I remember every shot we took, we had two cameras rolling, and every shot we took was on a track or a slider, you
ओके.
know. And
हम्म.
we took around 75 or 78 setups that day. Usually 35 to 40 setups is quite a lot for a day.
ओके
It's
ओके.
good amount of work. But we took around 75, and we didn't move a single light
अच्छा.
from that entry to the house, to that room, to the bathroom.
हम्म.
You know, the light was moved. It was placed in such a way that ये एक्सेस होने वाला है, ये एक्सेस होने वाला है, and यहाँ से जो मिलेगा coverage, we'll get it. Just went on and on and on. ये track, ये track, ये track, ये track. And then one window shot probably where we just tweaked the light a bit to cut off from the old man next to the mirror. Else was just as it is. And the way that sequence is my favorite sequence. The way it looks, completely balanced, good skin tones, dark performances.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Very, very,
मतलब
very.
like आपने जैसे बताया कि दृश्यम 2 was very well planned. I think each and every scene was planned. जैसे ब्लर में भी ऐसा ही था, और there were some like you get chance to do some impromptu, like you can also think कि नहीं भाई ऐसा नहीं
Now
ऐसा.
this one, Ajay likes to be a little impromptu.
अच्छा अच्छा.
But होता क्या है कि अजय वी आर शूटिंग इन दीज वेरी स्मॉल हाउसेस, तो वहां पे आप कितना ही घूम लोगे.
हाँ 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 हाँ. Right.
Even if he does something impromptu, we have very limited space.
Right, 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 right.
You hang two China balls, that's enough to give you a good sheen from top.
Mm-hmm.
दूसरा advantage in most of the film, Gayatri is with that
हाँ.
kapra on. So
Right.
even if we went extra topish, we didn't worry about not able to see her eyes or something.
Correct.
Right where we are not able to see the eyes, and then we want but it worked for the script. It might not work for every film, but
Right.
it worked for that script.
Right, right, right. ओके सर, अभी थोड़ा कॉन्वर्जेशन शिफ्ट करता हूँ फिल्म से लेके अबाउट अबाउट यू अगेन. what are the things that you learned over this year on the film set or meeting all these people, not only about the craft but about life, some things that you can share कि ये
I
मुझे.
think
हम्म.
for me, I think after I passed out from Film Institute and joined Ashok ji, I think with him there was a lot of unlearning and relearning, and not just about cinematography, but about life. He was a very, very, very sorted man.
Okay.
And a very well respected man. And he had so much to tell you about life. And now I remember he had come to my first day shoot of Pyaar ka Punchnama, and वो एक मुहूर्त का क्लैप होता है ना पूजा के टाइम पे भी रोल. So I didn't realize that I was a little anxious. Ashok ji was behind me, and I like थोड़ा पैर हटाना, थोड़ा ये ऐसे करना, ऐसे करना. He just kept his hand on my shoulder, and I looked at him, and he was like, "Relax." that one moment, it kind of sorted me off.
Right.
I kind of like, okay, I'm anxious. Breathe. Go easy. No, it's your first Bollywood film, and no, you want to do your best. And he sensed it. So he just touched me. Like, you're doing good. Leave it. Chill.
Right.
So
Right.
with him, I learned a lot of things about how to behave more than cinematography. How to respect another human being, like on a film set, which is full of people with different experiences, different age groups. Some come there with a lot of hope and enthusiasm. Those youngsters, jinki pehli film hai, and they're getting into the film line. And then there are some other people who are like, they came to the industry long back, couldn't make it where they wanted to, and then life happened, and they kind of accepted that no, this is my roji roti, and no, I'm happy doing this. So one has to the most important thing that I have learned from Ashok ji and from my experiences on a film set is to to basically give these people their space.
Right.
Not to bring somebody's morale down. Not to you have to nurture their enthusiasm. Understand, you have to you teach them, you appreciate them, you tell them where they're wrong,
Hmm.
don't nudge them to like kind of
Hmm.
bring
Hmm.
them down.
Right.
This is something
Right. Right.
and people who have experience and who couldn't make it, but they're still there, they're still working in whatever capacity you don't know. So you have to respect that.
Hmm. Hmm.
You
Hmm.
This is something I've learned. Respect every person, and it kind of comes back to you.
Hmm.
This is
Yeah.
what I've learned,
Yes.
other than cinematography. And I think somewhere this is part of cinematography.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And
And,
when you are friends with your light boys,
hmm.
you understand.
Right.
Uh,
वो
uh,
and I, sir, I want to appreciate you. Sorry for this, but मैंने आपके कल या परसों ही देखा था, आपने एक इंस्टाग्राम पे स्टोरी रखा था. I think I'm like I assume that वो तीन चार आपके टीम मेंबर्स ही थे जिनको आपने टैग किया था, एंड यू मेंशन दैट रेड टू का
correct,
शूट काफी अच्छा गया. आई मीन द फर्स्ट
correct,
शूट वाज
correct,
डन
correct,
राइट. So
correct.
yeah, you're right. I mean, appreciating people, respecting, these are true for all the industry, not only.
Very important, yeah, because see, I tell you, my gaffer, my grip guy, my assistants, they reach the set before me.
Hmm.
Okay, and when the day ends and
Hmm.
we have a discussion with the director and the direction team about the next day's work, in
Hmm.
case there is something that we need to do for the next day,
Hmm.
they are the person. I tell them, I instruct them, and they are the person doing that.
Hmm.
And after they've done it, they leave.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
light boy has to take some lights and go back to the godown, put them down. Again, morning reach there, load it again, come back. So if I'm getting say 8 hours of sleep in a day, my light boy, my assistant, they're probably getting around six, 5.5.
Hmm.
So that needs to be respected. I am at peace because somebody else is working hard.
Right.
Somebody else is supporting me, cushioning me. So I think that's very important.
Right.
And
Right.
you have to be friends with the light boys there. I mean,
Of course.
they are humans too, and your assistants are humans too.
Right.
They have problems.
Hmm.
Only if they'll be willing to tell and share,
Hmm.
and you can have the opportunity to probably help them out, or find
Right.
a way out.
राइट. वो लोग आपसे लाइक आर दे वेरी क्लोज विथ यू, वो आपके साथ शेयर करते हैं एवरीथिंग, लाइक हाउ इज योर टीम?
Yeah, we have these walkie talkies. So my team has a separate walkie talkie which
हाँ.
is not connected with anybody. So I
अच्छा.
keep cracking jokes.
अच्छा.
I keep putting jokes.
ओके.
A little bit of fun and joking needs to go around. Otherwise, you can really get bored and
या.
and probably bog down.
राइट.
So
राइट.
होता है, मस्ती करते रहते लोग.
यस. यस. ऑफ कोर्स
I'm
आपको.
sure other departments also do.
हम्म. हम्म.
Direction department also do.
हम्म. हम्म.
Usually क्या होता है, some people go and like a lot of departments like post shooting they go and party like okay अभी pack up हो गया, अभी जाओ, let's no probably some will have drink and all that. But I
हम्म.
think मेरा department ऐसा जो like who are working during the shot, and then when the shot is done they're working to light up for the next shot. So
अच्छा.
I think my department is really tired.
हम्म.
This is what I
हम्म.
so I think my department goes and sleeps off.
राइट.
So when they come back,
हम्म.
we kind of have fun.
करेक्ट.
I think I still have my breakfast with my teammates, my
हम्म.
light boys.
हम्म.
So it's okay. It's like
Yeah, yeah. Of course. You can't, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead,
like
sir.
like my last chief assistant. He's now a cinematographer himself. He's one of my closest friends. His
Hmm.
name is Vikas.
Okay.
So yeah, now
Hmm.
he's shooting. If he feels something is, he needs some advice on something, he calls.
Hmm.
Sometimes I feel because he's a very good gaffer.
अच्छा.
Sometimes I feel I need a suggestion on some lighting, so I ask him.
Right. Right.
So he gives me ideas. You know, it's
Correct.
like that. He knows
Correct.
everything.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
And
sometimes
everybody needs that genuine appreciation. जब कुछ भी काम करो तो हम we are human beings. We like कोई appreciate करे तो वो एक
and see,
value है.
I am very soon getting old, right? Understand?
Yeah.
So the kind of exposure that that they are getting from, no, I don't know what all they are watching.
Right. Mm.
Understand? So they might be more up to date on, different kind of cinemas and all that. I might not be watching as many films as they do.
Mm. Mm.
Somebody comes with an idea, that might
Mm.
help me.
Huh.
Correct? So it's good for my growth.
Correct.
It's good for growth.
Correct.
And
Correct.
when you accept somebody's idea and compliment them, then no, that's a very good idea.
Yes. Yes.
Their confidence goes to different levels.
लेवल सही है, सही है, सही है, सही है।
That is very important.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट सर। और थोड़े साल के एक्सपीरियंस के बाद जैसे हम आगे बढ़ते हैं, देन लाइक देयर आर टू ऑप्शंस कि या तो आप लीडर बन सकते हो या आप मैनेजर बनते हो, राइट? सो व्हाट एवर यू डिस्क्राइब दैट शोज द क्वालिटी ऑफ अ लीडर, नॉट अ मैनेजर। कि भाई हाँ तू मुझे रिपोर्ट करेगा, जाने से पहले तुझे मुझे बताने के जाना है, सो दैट्स द
नहीं,
डिफरेंस।
नहीं.
या, या,
Filmmaking, I think, especially cinematography. Cinematography needs people who are like, need buddies in cinematography. I think
राइट,
your
राइट,
team have to be a buddies.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट। All right, sir. Now some more personal question as in a way कि मैं मेरे काफी गेस्ट के साथ ये पूछता हूँ कि about your understanding your definition of self love, how do you love yourself, as in मैं मेरा example देता हूँ कि
Hmm.
like many times when I wake up in the morning या फिर मैं ऑफिस में होता हूँ, तो I look at myself in the mirror and I literally say कि I love you. I really, really love you. And I do it for few seconds, probably less than a minute. But after that, I feel so energized and I feel so good. So then that makes my next, couple of hours better. Uh, what is your practice? It could be anything, कभी कभी मैं positive affirmations भी लिखता हूँ, not on a daily, but that's how, I like to spend time with myself and come up with a better version. So
That's a very good idea. Probably I should try.
yeah. नहीं, but आप कुछ ना कुछ करते होंगे, because that is why like person
I
can.
think for me, it's more about, I think, being in company of very like-minded people. People
Mm-hmm.
like,
Right,
people who are not there to just, say things for the heck of saying. You
right.
know, people who are genuinely concerned and know about me and my well-being. I have been able to surround myself. I have a very small circle of friends. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have a
Mm-hmm.
very huge, uh, so having positive people around
Mm-hmm.
and people who, you know, be your support system on a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best way to love yourself, because I think that is self-love. You're trying to keep negativity. See, anybody or everybody has no good and bad sides to them, right?
Right.
Right. And that thing dominates in, like, if you have a negative side, it will always become dominant when you are in company of a lot of negative people.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
you're in company of positive people, only a positive side is gonna dominate. So if you're there in good company where you have positive people and so it keeps you positive, it keeps you happy, it keeps you loved.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the mantra for me.
Right. Right.
I will try that, looking into the mirror. I love
Okay.
like
Okay.
my son, I'll tell you, my son is 12 years old, and when I'm here with him,
Mm-hmm.
I can bet
Mm-hmm.
he tells me I love you, Papa, some 50 times in a day.
अरे वाह।
You know,
So you're
so
lucky. You're lucky that way,
why why do you have to say I love you to yourself? You know,
Yes, 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 yes.
yeah, it's just that.
सही है सर।
That's my mantra. I think I don't need to say I love you to myself.
ओके, ओके। ओके। सर काफी सारी चीजें सीखने को मिली, काफी सारी चीजें वैलिडेट भी हुई, वी सीक वैलिडेशन फ्रॉम अदर पीपल, सो यस, थैंक यू फॉर दैट। नाउ अबाउट योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी, सर। सो It's a probably a direct question, but what is your understanding? How do you look at people? Like, do you see always that we all are human being and having spiritual experiences, like, or you have some different idea about spirituality?
Yeah, I don't think I can call myself spiritual.
Okay,
I don't think so. But
okay,
I do believe in a higher power,
okay.
and I think it is just people with a lot of positive energy
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that takes care of it. It's the energies of people is what I believe
Mm-hmm.
in.
Mm-hmm.
मेरा स्पिरिचुअलिटी का ज्ञान इतना सही है, लाइक आप
Mm-hmm.
अच्छा करो,
Mm-hmm.
आप यू
Mm-hmm.
नो
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you send that into the universe, right? That
Mm-hmm.
energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, you've done good to somebody.
Right.
It will in some way, sometime, bounce back onto you. Is
Mm.
what I feel and I've experienced.
Okay. Yeah, that shows your, मेरा next question in fact वही आने वाला था कि your belief system. But then, आपने बता दिया कि, okay, this is how you like to uh, see the world, right? So मुझे ऐसे conversation सर बहुत पसंद आता है, I love this, and I get to learn so many things. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I am. See, हम लोग अपने experience से ही we can come to a conclusion that okay ऐसा होगा तो ऐसा हो जाता है. आप
Hmm.
किसी की बुराई कर रहे हो कहीं पे,
Right.
किसी के पेट में मस्ती नहीं है, तो घूम फिर के पता चल जाता है दूसरे को
Hmm.
कि मेरी बुराई, and then he's gonna do burai for you. So
Hmm.
it's like energy bouncing back to you in a very crude way of telling that. You
Yes.
do good and good will happen to you.
Correct. 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 Okay, sir. So before we start our rapid fire, sir, एक last question. I think somewhere ये 5-6 महीने में जब हमारे on off discussion हुए, I was following you on Insta. Like I think you went through some health issue और कुछ ऐसा कुछ था
I
which.
did have a small hiccup, but I'm perfectly fine now.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's start with some rapid fire. So now it will be थोड़ा भैया हल्को हल्का feel होगा. I think I have asked too many.
Very bad with names. I'm very bad with names. I'm telling you right away.
No sir, मैं तो ready हूँ मेरे questions से. So
Like if you give me three names,
yes,
yeah, I can choose the right one.
you choose the.
I'll choose the right one.
नहीं मैं समझा नहीं.
अगर आप मुझसे पूछोगे कि इंडिया का दूसरा प्रधानमंत्री कौन था, for example, I might not remember the name, but if
Okay.
you give me an option, Jawaharlal Nehru, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and Narendra Modi,
हाँ हाँ तो सर ये.
I'll choose the right one.
हाँ तो ये सर
I,
ये जनरल नॉलेज का नहीं है सर, आप डोंट वरी. मैं आपको ऐसा नहीं.
I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
Even if it's about films,
Yes. I'll
yeah,
give
it's like
you,
that.
yes. I'll give you very simple and ये वो वाले क्वेश्चन. और
Okay.
शायद कुछ एक दो क्वेश्चन ऐसे हो जिसमें थोड़ी कंट्रोवर्सी हो, बट वो अच्छा होगा.
God,
नहीं नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है सर. ओके
I can
ओके.
give it a pass, right?
या यू कैन पास द क्वेश्चन ऑफ कोर्स. या. ऑल राइट. ओके. सो
Yeah, yeah.
सोनी और कैनन, योर चॉइस ऑफ कैमरा.
Sony,
थ्रिलर और रोमांस, योर चॉइस ऑफ जॉनर टू शूट.
both of them. But I think
नो
I would
सर.
want to shoot a romance
ओके. डिजिटल और प्रिंट फोटो, इफ यू वांट टू सी, you choose digital or printed version.
print.
Okay. 35 or 125 lens.
35.
Okay. Your favorite shot or angle.
Favorite angle,
Yeah.
a low angle. Even if it's a close up, a little lower.
Okay. Your favorite color.
Olive green.
Okay. Your favorite painter.
I don't follow many painters, so yeah.
Okay.
But no, I would like to skip it.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
follow.
Okay. A director you wish to work with? सर ये रैपिड फायर है।
I, I can. Fire.
थोड़ा जल्दी आपको बोलना है।
Tarantino.
Who, sorry?
Tarantino.
Okay, Quentin Tarantino. Okay. अच्छा. One mentor in the film industry.
One mentor.
Mentor, yeah.
One and only Ashok Mehta.
Okay. Uh, One word for Blur.
Outstanding.
Okay. One adjective for recently received award.
Um, Honored.
Hmm. Any dead person whom you would love to shoot.
Any dead person.
Yeah. हाँ. Maybe in past who is already dead, but अगर if he or
An
she,
actor.
या कोई भी हो सकता है, अगर वो जिंदा होता तो you would have loved
Dilip
to.
Kumar.
अरे वाह. Okay. One health tip for the audience.
One health tip for the audience.
Yes.
What can I say?
Anything.
Mm, Dream big, work
Okay.
hard, eat, love more.
Okay. Yeah. One guilty pleasure.
One guilty pleasure,
Yeah.
ice cream.
आइसक्रीम. आइसक्रीम तो सर चलता है हमें लगा.
Right?
ओके. तो would you rather spend money or invest money?
Spend some, invest some.
Okay. Okay. If you're able to read minds, whose mind would you like to read first?
My sons.
अच्छा. ओके. यूजुअली लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि माय वाइफ, सो ओके फाइन. ओके. इफ यू आर टू बिकम द रिचेस्ट.
Wife, wife, wife का mind read करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. She comes and tells.
सही है. ओके. If you were to become the richest man in the world, what would you do? What would you buy first?
I don't know. I don't want to. I have not thought of it.
हाँ, मतलब आप इस टाइप के पर्सन हो, कि आप मे बी यू
नहीं,
आर नॉट दैट मच मटेरियल. ओके.
नहीं.
One food you will eat after a whole day of fasting.
Anar.
Ah, that is very good for digestion. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
whatever.
one beverage you can't live without.
One beverage.
Hmm.
I think Chach, Matha.
Chash. Okay.
Very like
अच्छा.
it.
Okay. One thing on your work desk you just can't ignore. वैसे आप तो फील्ड में ही होते हो, बट लाइक इफ इट्स
I
समथिंग.
work this my laptop.
ओके. ओके.
My lap-
दैट्स ऑल सर, ये हो गया रैपिड फायर. सो आप अभी
अरे वाह.
यू डोंट नीड टू थोड़ा कूल हो जाओ. आई थिंक आई मेड यू कॉन्फिडेंट कि भाई आपको कुछ मैं ऐसा पूछूंगा दैट विल मेक यू
हाँ,
अनकंफर्टेबल.
मतलब यार मेरे को नाम याद नहीं रहते. मतलब कई बार मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मतलब कुछ सालों में अपने बच्चे का नाम भूल जाऊंगा. अरे क्या नाम है उसका, ऐसे करके. वेरी बैड विद नेम. वेरी बैड.
नो प्रॉब्लम सर, नो वरीज. यस यस सर. बहुत ही मजा आया सर. थैंक यू सो मच. एंड बट बिफोर वी क्लोज दिस, एनीथिंग दैट यू वांट टू शेयर, जो शायद मैंने कुछ पूछा नहीं बट आपको लगता है कि मुझे कुछ बताना है लोगों को. एनीथिंग अबाउट एनी टॉपिक, प्लीज फील फ्री.
नहीं यार, it's all good. I just want to thank you for doing this. It was very light-hearted and I had fun doing this.
ओके. थैंक यू.
And to your audience, I would just say that stay healthy,
हम्म.
eat healthy,
हम्म.
laugh a lot,
हम्म.
and
रिस्पेक्ट पीपल, अप्रिशिएट पीपल. या.
if you're happy and loving people, then वो automatically आ जाता है.
यस.
And I think people need to be less insecure, because I
Mm.
think insecurity is what gives birth to a lot of
Mm.
negative evil. So just enjoy life and be happy and मजा करो. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. I think आपको मेंटर से आपको काफी सारी चीजें मिली है, मतलब इनफैक्ट आई आई रेड योर इंटरव्यू जो इंटरनेट पे था। इन्होंने ही सौदागर का शूट किया था ना, ही वाज द वन हु।
Yeah, 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 yeah. He shot Saudagar, he shot Khalnayak, he shot 36 Chaudhary Lane, he shot Trikal, he shot Bandit Queen, he shot Mox, directed Mox.
अच्छा। हम्म।
Yeah,
राइट राइट राइट। ओके सर, सर आपको मजा आया, आई मीन आई यू यूज आपको लग।
I thoroughly enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed. I was a little, because I don't usually give interviews and talks and all that. So you had me for so long. I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it.
यस।
So, and I'm glad that you didn't leave me. Give up.
बट बीच में सच में बोलूं सर, मुझे आपको रीच आउट करने में कभी कभी थोड़ा डर भी लगता था। व्हेन आई सेंट यू एसएमएस, मुझे लगा कि आपको लगे, ऐसा ना लगे यार ये तो पीछे ही पड़ गया है कि
नहीं ऐसा लगता था, बट इट्स ओके, पीछे पड़ना पड़ता है कई बार, यू नो.
अच्छा ओके। ओके
But
ओके
not that you disturbed me in any way.
ओके ओके।
It was only my concern that, like I told you, like I was mostly resting, and so I just wanted कि कुछ काम शुरू करते हैं तो then I'll have more to speak, you
राइट
know.
राइट राइट
Yeah.
राइट।
And अच्छा हुआ अभी हम लोग लेट हुए, तो ये अवार्ड अवार्ड हो गया, तो you had more to hear
करेक्ट।
from me.
No sir, yes yes, but once again congratulations sir, fantastic
Thank you so
creation।
much. Thank you so much, buddy.
एंड
Thank you.
मैं हमेशा दृश्यम टू का तो फैन रहूंगा ही। एंड वेन एवर आई सी दैट आई रिमेम्बर यू। सो थैंक यू फॉर दिस एंड
Thank
yeah,
you so much.
but my last request sir, I request every of my guests to give autograph, so आप मुझे अपना autograph एक white paper पे black pen या blue pen से देके मुझे फोटो खींच के दे देना। so
I'll
uh,
send it to you.
yes
I'll
sir,
send it to you. Yeah.
yes sir, yes.
Also, if you can just send me your address,
Uh,
just your address where you live.
okay okay okay, sure sir,
Yeah.
हाँ हाँ।
I'll probably send something
अरे
across.
नहीं नहीं सर, no no, I mean
Nothing to worry about.
nothing to worry नहीं, but you gave your time of this
I
one.
would I would like to send a written letter.
Oh, great,
Nothing
great.
like. Yeah.
That is great. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so happy. uh, all right, sir. मैं सोच रहा हूँ मैं कुछ भूल नहीं रहा हूँ ना। Okay, नहीं, but I think I'm good. यस सर। ओके सर, मैं जैसे लाइक आई माय टीम विल एडिट दिस इंटरव्यू, पब्लिश करने से पहले आई सेंड इट द लिंक टू यू, आप भी एक बार देख लेना।
Sure.
वंस यू गिव योर
Sure.
गो हेड देन ओनली विल पब्लिश दैट। मैं यूजुअली
Sure.
एक तो रील ऐसी बनाऊंगा, इसमें से कुछ 1 मिनट का ऐसा कुछ दैट विल बी लिटिल बिट इंटरेस्टिंग एक्साइटिंग, तो वो मैं
Hmm.
इंस्टा पे पब्लिश करूंगा। आई नो आप शायद वो ग्रिड फॉलो करते होंगे, तो शायद आप वो कोलैबोरेशन में नहीं कर सकते, बट इफ यू आर ओके देन वी कैन पुट इट इन अ कोलैबोरेशन आल्सो। सो दैट्स अप टू यू इफ यू वांट टू
We'll see when you send it to me. I just tell me what it is, and we'll take it up from there.
या श्योर 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 सर। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर टाइम सर।
Thank you. Thank you for
यस,
doing this. It was a pleasure being here, and I really enjoyed it.
सेम हियर
All the
सर।
best.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर, बाय सर।